And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Third and 6 yards to go. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Running inside, it's Jones. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got a man. It's Callaway. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The offense changing the play. The run inside. It's Jones. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to throw. It's Hayes. They're setting up the screen. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They just haven't been able to get much going so far, punting it away on both possessions. Fires it incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Grabbed behind the line. It's White. Runs through the tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Maybe some room here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's McKinney. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. They'll try to add to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. What a play. Not only the interception, but a great return for the score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. North Texas in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The run inside. It's White. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, North Texas!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he tacks on the extra point. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Dangerously close to kicking that one out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back to pass, it's Hayes. Caught behind the line, it's Wells. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's McKinney. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Might be changing the route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Gonna let it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Jackson gonna throw it. Makes a grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the run, it's White. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on third down. Touchdown, Mean Green. Puts 6 on the board.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with FIU taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's FIU with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Jackson will throw. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Running inside, it's White. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Touchdown, North Texas. And that one will give them the lead. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Off the play fake on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The run inside. It's McKinney.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Callaway. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Tulsa wasting no time. A first down run in the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tulsa. Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Throws to the tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He wants to go deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football.
Oh, they block it. He's got a chance to take this one back.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Tulsa, 41. North Texas, 35.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Grabbed behind the line. It's White. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tulsa. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
North Texas will try to pick up the 4th down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes.
Could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
He tries to take the top off, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The option look. Now the toss. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's past the 30. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback adapting. He'll get rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Stepping to the right. Looking for his man in the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
From the red zone, it's Alston. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Rides to the back. Hard running there. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Makes the grab in their space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TF.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. North Texas, after that big play through the air, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. So now it's 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They're going to ride this running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jackson going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. And he'll be brought down, and he has them set up with a 1st and goal as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown. And this is a pretty big gamble. Lets it fly. And he's thrown another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.